Hello, good day, everyone. Adilola Shokoya here again. Guys, I know it's been a while. We had this our weekly market analysis, but I'm back again this week. All right. So and I'll be working out to ensure this continue like the normal way we used to do every week. So having said that, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time. If you have not subscribed, click the subscribe button. Okay. All right. So moving on. So like we normally do, let's check the SY. That's our first point of call. Um, like I always say, this channel, the dollar is the world currency, so it's important we look at it. All right. So last week we saw the dollar, ended in an like indecisive. It's like a doji. Okay. But then if you ask me, I'll tell you the dollar is still very strong. So, but then I'll be sitting on my hands if I don't trade the XY like that. What if I'm trading the XY for those that trade it? I'll really be sitting on my hands to see what the market would do probably on Monday. At the end of the day, I'll see, if we're going to take out this particular one at 106. And if you're approaching this, or we'll see rejection all the way down. So to just see, how the market will react, for that is for DXY. But if you ask me, the DXY is still very bullish. The dollar is still very strong. You can see the way the market ended on Friday. As you can see, the last candle that formed on Friday looks like although we have not broken out of this range yet, but this is a bullish engulfing, that engulf, the two previous candles. So we might continue to the upside from what I'm seeing on the DXY. All right. And approaching this high at 107. All right. If that is not taken out, we might have something that actually look like this. Come back and take out this eye right here, right about here, and I'll push this other eye. So I'll be keeping my eyes on the extra, right? So let's go to gold. The gold has been I took some buy trade on gold around this area last week, and I held it for some time before I came out. So for me, if I look at for gold is looking bearish on the weekly time frame though. Okay, you see the way it ended. So I will be careful this week because of this candle, that end last week. I'll be careful taking a buy or unless I see a proper breakout from that high. If I see a proper breakout from this high, probably a break and retest. I'll be confident of entering a buy. For now, this is looking bearish around the say, although the overall trend for gold is still bullish. All right. So, but what I'm saying is that if you look at the overall trend, we are still very super bullish for gold. But what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that gold will suddenly become bearish, but we might still see some pullback. Probably gold can still pull back to this point before we continue the uptrend. All right. So I'll be watching what gold will do also. If you go to the daily time frame as well, so that this move and this buy move, this buy candles, these bullish candles, they are not so strong and they are not super, they are not bullish engulfing. But for me, I would have loved for gold. If you ask me personally, let me say I'm biased about gold, probably because I trade gold regularly. I would love for gold to come down so that because when you have an asset that is super bullish and is not retracing, it can be very frustrating. It can be very frustrating if you ask me. So I would love for you to really pull back probably to this range around 2,150 before we continue to the upside, before we continue that movement. I'll actually love for you to really pull back so that we can have proper bottom, right? So that we can have price bottom properly and then we can, continue the upside. That's my bias actually. So, but then the market will do what the market will do. So when the market opens, I'll look at what gold wants to do. I'll stay on my hand and watch. Sometimes, as a trader, I feel it's better to watch because when you watch, when you don't project your mind on the market, when you start out and you just watch, probably watch for a day or two to just see the kind of momentum the market wants to build. it helps you to make a very good decision. Because at that time, you are not using your emotions to trade. You are allowing the market to come to you. You are allowing price to come to you, and allowing price to do whatever it wants to do before you follow the trend. All right. So I would say that let's check what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin is really, I think in the I posted this, there was last week I was saying that we will still see some pullback with Bitcoin, because what you can see on the what you can see on the weekly time frame is obvious that we're still gonna pull back a little bit. But I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, because the halving just happened. And historically, anytime the halving happens, we don't see Bitcoin, keep moving to the upside. We have this choppy period for some months. I believe those periods are the period where the price is really, the supply shock is, has not really kicked in. So normally, what normally happens after each halving, we always have something like this. So Bitcoin is still, if you ask me, we are still we are still playing within the Bitcoin behavior, the way Bitcoin has been behaving the past, 10 years, over 10 years. Normally, after Bitcoin halving, we price behaves this way, exactly this way. And this is what you want to see. So we have, price, behave, this choppy trade and move to the downside, probably to shake people out. And then before, we should see the upside. So I'm still super bullish with Bitcoin. I'm still holding my positions. I'm hoping that price come down, further, and then I can add to my positions. I feel at least we should see this cycle. We should see about $100,000 for Bitcoin. Actually start taking profit by the time I start seeing Bitcoin around the 100K. You know, I'll start, taking DCA. I'll start doing my DCA. The way I've done DCA, I'll be doing my DCA. I'll be taking profit around that. But as soon as we're approaching, take out this high around 74,000, and then we start approaching 80,000, 90,000. Okay, I will, be jumping out of the market. And I feel, probably between now and the end of the year into next year, we should be seeing Bitcoin around that price range. If Bitcoin follow the same pattern normally follow, and it's looking like, it's going to follow that pattern. So every Bitcoin halving, right? So moving on. Let's check what pounds USD is doing. Before I move on, if you have not subscribed to this channel, ensure you do so. Also, if you are not joining our, if you are yet to join our free Telegram group, make sure you do so. I'll be dropping a link in the description below also. And we also have a course known as the Traders Hub, Forex Mastery course. If you've not gotten the course, ensure you do so also. All right, so let's look at currency quickly. For pounds USD is still, we're still having that pushback. See the way we close, the weekly time frame. So this week, when market opens, I expect price to probably come test this support a little bit. If this support holds, you might see a bounce, to the upside. All right. But then don't forget that the overall trend, I think during the week we had a webinar. One of the benefits of you joining our free Telegram group is that, we normally have webinars every week. And in May, this May that we're approaching the new month, I'm going to start live trading. I've been so busy, that's why we used to do it before, but I think it's time to go back on live trading, to doing a lot of live trading, you know. I'm looking at either 2 weeks, two times in a week or 3 times in a week, where we'll be having live trading. All right, Oh, so having said that, so price, I feel we should have a little pullback for pounds USD before we continue to the upside. The price price seems to have bottomed around this area, but don't forget the overall trend for pounds USD for me is still bearish. Overall trend is bearish, but we just have these pullbacks. Why is pulling back? We have this. It's better we take part in this pullback. So as soon as I see a pullback and I see a bottom of 4 hour, as I see the price pull back to this bottom, and I expect this, if this support puts, we see something that looks like this. I'm expecting price to do proper pullback for pound shares before continuing the downtrend. All right. So for Euro USD as well, they behave almost, they are like twins. We look at EURUSD on the weekly time frame, seems to have taken a bottom around it. And this support actually holds for EURUSD. This was actually 2 weeks ago. So price, is telling us that it wants to, push to the upside probably before that downside continue. All right. So I want us to check the JPY pairs quickly. The JPY pairs, DJ, EJ, has been crazy, has been super bullish. And I've said this over and over. The reason is not perfect. The Japanese yen has been decimated. I mean, that's the right word. I've been looking for the right word to use. I mean, it's been a while I've seen currency crash like this. I mean, I think that was the last time something like this happened. I think that was during 2008 global meltdown. I mean, this is insane. If you look at the way JPY has been, it's like it's looking for crude oil. The way it keeps, crashing. And on Thursday, it was on Friday morning that the Bank of Japan, releases, a statement that interest rate is going to remain the same. That is when, we have this candle, kept, pushing to the downside. So for me, I think trying to buy JPY now is disastrous. So what you want, because if you look at it, I think we are also at a webinar on Friday where we, looked at, the way the JPY pair has been behaving. If you go to the weekly time frame, I mean, this is madness. Look at this. Just look at this index. I mean, it's been on the downside for years. All right. So it should be wise to stay out of buying JPY. If you are trading the JPY pair for GJ, I mean, I don't care how long you wait because this is obvious now. Look at it. This is a bullish market. So my strategy to the JPY pairs now, like I shared, during the webinar, is to actually wait for pullbacks and buy. I'm not going to be trying to pick it up because I've tried to pick it up so many times and I've got bonds. So now I wait for it to come down and just buy. Wait for it to come down, buy. Wait for it to come down. It's better that way. You are safer that way. Because if you look at this weekly time frame, you see this pullback, just this few pullback, and then we have this long range bullish move. Then we have this another pullback like this, and then we have this long range. So if you look at this pattern, this structure, this market structure, what you want to do, you want to stay out of trying to pick the top for GJ or Euro JPY or any JPY pair. It might look like it's stupid. That decision might look like it's a stupid decision, but trust me, it's the best under the circumstances. If you look at this move here, I think this was in 2023. We had, this bearish move for how many weeks? I'm on the weekly time frame, by the way. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you wait for these 6 weeks to complete this move, that's this one that we have right about here. Give me a minute. This one that came in to form support. Yeah. I think, it makes a lot of sense for you. It might look like it's stupid, but it's better for you to wait for this move around 1, 2, 3, this 6 weeks. You are sitting on your hand, you are waiting. And the price now finally bottom after this, bullish engulfing. It's better to have joined, this bullish move because you have made more money from there than for you you are starting to pick the top because it can turn on you anytime. All right. Except you pick the top, pick the main top, and you don't know where the main top is because this thing just keeps blasting to the upside. All right. So I'm actually praying that we have, like I explained, even with gold, because it can be frustrating when you have a currency or you have an asset that is not retracing. It's not good for traders. Like if you don't join on time, if you don't join the move, you have missed this move. This is a very significant move from here. If you have missed it, it will be frustrating for you trying to jump on the move because you don't know when we are going to have a turn. So it's better you wait. So, and I'm praying that we have this, a proper pullback for the JPY pairs. so that we can, so that, those of us that missed this can join, on us buy to the buy ups to the upside. All right. So like I said, if you find value in these videos and if you have not subscribed to this channel, ensure you do so. All right. And also join our free Telegram group. All right. I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Have a beautiful trading week.